Today I'm going to be reviewing this Hummingbird MK17 that was recently sent to me by the brand. Now, this was sealed in plastic, and I did go ahead and take that plastic off just to make it easier to open up and show you everything you're going to get inside. Now it's obviously going to come with the shaver itself. It does come with all of this information and that sort of thing as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. I think this is going to be the charger for it. And maybe this is a holder. Actually, I don't know that it's actually the charger. Comes with the different portions for this shaver. So this is a shaver and a trimmer combined. You can swap out the head, which I'm kind of surprised that pulled off the way that it did. Okay, this is going to be like magnetic, so that's kind of nice. It's going to be magnetic there on the side. I'm not sure if those... Oh, that's to pull off the entire head. Okay, interesting. So that's going to allow you to get the hair out of it. This is going to turn on. Looks like holding down this. Yep. It's going to show you the RPM, which you can adjust. Interesting, by pushing on this side here. So 70, 80, or 90. And then this is going to show you how much power you have left. So the first time it's just a little bit of a longer press onto there. This is going to come, I'm guessing, with an additional head that you can use with those for like as a beard trimmer. So this is going to be a foil shaver and a trimmer. So you can use it as either one. So that's nice. And yes, this is going to be your trimmer part. So that's just going to pop out. Oh, you actually need to take off the whole head. Okay. So for that, you're just going to push in on these two tabs on the side, and then that pulls out. And then you can go in like that. This is going to be relatively wide. I will give you the measurements here in a second. This is going to be the traditional shaver, and then you can use these look to be, yep, it's just going to kind of clip right over the back there. So that just goes onto there and then clips. So then you can use any of these as needed. So that's going to be in there. And then the last thing it's going to come with looks to be a cord. Yes, going to be a USB-C to USB-C. So it is nice that it recharges with traditional USB-C. Also comes with this little guy for cleaning. Double check. And yeah, just going to be an instruction booklet underneath there, just making sure there wasn't anything else under there that I was missing. So this is everything that's going to come with. It does kind of sit right inside of there. You can charge this, so have this plugged in, and then this is going, these little things are going to charge it onto there. So you can charge it there or just charge it individually if you like. And then this is designed to fit, I believe, those little guys right back in there. And then you can put whichever head you're not using right onto there as well. So it's a nice little spot for you to, easily have everything that you need, your entire setup for this Hummingbird MK17. Now I do want to give you the measurements on it. So the measurements on this are going to be about, I'd say about 2 3/8 inches wide. The width or the thickness on this is going to be about 1.25 inches or so. And then top to bottom, now again, this is with this trimmer, not the foil on it. With this trimmer on, we're going to be about 5 1/4 or so, maybe about 5 1/8 on that. Now I do want to compare sizing of this to a traditional, like if you just have a regular smaller beard trimmer. So this is my traditional one that I use. It's a Philips Norelco. So it's not going to be near as fancy, right? It's only going to have the single head. It's not going to have the option of the foil shaver, as well as, it just charges with a regular, you have to keep the regular cord, which I find annoying. I love the fact that this one is going to have USB-C, or the fact that you can just put it right into there and it charges when you just plug in the base. So that's going to be really nice. This one is just going to be bare bones, doesn't include any of that. Same thing with with the hair. So on this one, to pop this out, you have to kind of pop out this whole area there to get it to pop out. Whereas this one, you're just going to push those two sides and then it pulls out quite easily for that. So I definitely do prefer that on the Hummingbird. The only thing I really like better on the Philips Norelco, which is my traditional one, is how easy it's going to be to hold, right? So really small in my hand. This Philips Norelco one is going to be about 6 inches tall. The main thing is the width though, right? So the width on this is going to be 1.25 inches in comparison to this one that's going to be like 2 1/4 inches. So you've got an extra inch, and then also this is going to have considerably more weight. So let me go and compare that. I figured the easiest way to get an accurate measurement on the weight was to just pull out my kitchen scale. So this is set to ounces. So the weight of this Hummingbird is 10.5 ounces, so not quite a pound. Now I want to compare that with the Philips Norelco. Again, we're going back to 0. And this one is going to be 3.7 ounces. So this Hummingbird is going to be about 2.5 to 3 times as heavy as this Philips Norelco is. So when you're talking about, trimming your beard, shaving, those sorts of things, this is going to be considerably heavier than a traditional, like a beard trimmer is, just because of the size. Now, obviously that means the battery is going to last longer on this. It does have way more features available, like the RPMs that this one doesn't have, that sort of thing. So it does have a ton more features, but you've got extra size and extra weight on the Hummingbird versus a smaller Philips Norelco trimmer. What I would term the big thing about the Hummingbird though, compared to the Philips Norelco, is the fact that this is going to be a 2-in-1, right? So this is just going to be a trimmer. So it comes with the different heads like this one does and that sort of thing. This is just going to be a trimmer, whereas this one can also be that foil shaver just by popping off the top and putting the foil part right back on. So it's going to be real easy for you to swap it back and forth. So, you know, if you shave a portion of maybe your face, maybe of your body, whatever, and then you want to go to the trimming, then you can easily just swap that out, pop the new one back on. Whereas with this, if you have a smaller, like a Philips Norelco trimmer like this, you're going to have to buy 2 separate devices. So I love the fact that this is going to give you that dual option, whereas you're not going to have that with a trimmer like this. So definitely a great product from Hummingbird. This again is going to be their MK17.